I'm very happy to welcome Mr. Mauro Grossi, our Group CFO. So Mauro, as we've just learned, we have the right people ready for these challenging projects. Is AMAC ready for the future where it's bright and promising?
I can confirm that AMAC Group is in healthy and stable financial condition. I can confirm also that I'm confident that in the near future it will stay like that. Of course, our business model, as explained before by our CEO and our COO, is based on two pillars. One is a more long-term oriented business like completion and maintenance, completion and refurbishment, which allows us better planning in terms of workforce, finances. And the other part of the business, which is short-term oriented, the maintenance, at the moment doesn't show a decreasing demand. But the most important in these past few weeks and months was the preservation of our main asset, namely the motivated workforce we have. To preserve their health in this period, we did a lot of measures. We were in close contact with all authorities, France, Switzerland, Germany, Turkey, and implemented all these measures they said needed to preserve the health. And we did even more than that. And this was certainly, beside the finances, the main issue in these past months, to preserve health of the people.
Can you please maybe tell us a little bit more about how our protection program was in detail, please?
After the first announcement from the governments, we increased tremendously our home office capabilities so that the office people could stay at home and work from home where possible. People needing to come to the facility were put in two shifts, a morning shift, an afternoon shift, and this to avoid an overcrowded working environment. We started with temperature measurements at every gate of the entry, so people with fever were sent immediately home. People of the risky groups, they had to stay at home. They were not allowed to come to the office or to the hangar. And people feeling sick had to stay at home. If we had cases of suspicious COVID infection, we sent the people home, sent them to testing, and they could not come back before the test was officially declared negative. So with this, all these measures, and I really hope I didn't forget any, we could go through to this pandemic time, and the pandemic did not hit as hard as many other businesses. I think this is also a thank you to all the employees which, with their goodwill and with efforts, helped us to go through this time.
Now, with the near to mid-term outlook for AMAC Aerospace as a group of companies, can you maybe share with us how we're going to be moving forward, please?
Okay, this also is a bit dependent from country to country, depending on the actions taken by the governments. For example, here in Basel, we are since last week back to normal working conditions in the hangar, and also home office is stopping more and more. We keep the safety regulation like temperature measurement, like we leave at home the risky stuff, and this will stay for quite a few time. For Turkey, the opening is soon, so they will go back also to normal working conditions, and the same will be in France. But this is, of course, dependent on what the different government and authority decide. Financial forecast and business forecast for the next 2 years, it looks good. AMAC is positive. We have a good workload. More than 2 years, I cannot give a forecast. It would just be a pure speculation, because you see what happens in the short term. So 2 years, positive and good. And we are happy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mauro Grossi.